Thanks for joining us on the second leg of our 30-day Kruger adventure. Today we're heading up to Skukuza, the largest rest camp in Kruger National Park. Skukuza is situated 72 kilometers northeast of Bergendal, and we'll be traveling along the H3, which is tarred all the way. As you travel north, you leave the hills behind, the terrain gradually flattens, and the vegetation transitions into more open savanna. This area is rich in game, and you have a very good chance of spotting the big five if you travel slowly. We always make a point of stopping off at the Afsal picnic site to stretch our legs and have a cup of coffee. The large number of safari vehicles here gives you an indication of just how popular this part of the park is. I'm going to talk about these later in the video. This is a lovely spot to relax and have something to eat or drink. You don't need to bring your own. There's a shop and a cafeteria to cater for all your needs. These warthogs are enjoying the fruit of the marula tree. When the fruit is green like this, it has probably been knocked off the tree by elephants, giraffes, or monkeys. When the fruit ripens and falls to the ground naturally, it provides a good source of nutrition for the animals. Skukuza serves as a primary gateway for international visitors entering Kruger, whether arriving by car or flying into their own little airport. The park's administrative headquarters are here, and the camp boasts a wide range of accommodation, including campsites, bungalows, and luxury lodges. The focal point for visitors is the complex housing restaurants that overlook the Sabie River. From here you can see the unique Skukuza luxury hotel that's situated in a train on a railway line that crosses the Sabie River. There's a very good butchery and an enormous shop with everything that you could possibly need in the way of food, photographic equipment, and souvenirs. Skukuza also has its own doctor, pharmacy, museum, and conference center.
Is that nice?
Super.
You've always got to keep your eye open for the ever-present monkeys when eating here. Once again, we've got a really nice campsite here at Skukuza. It's lovely and shady and surrounded by trees and bushes with lots of birds. While we're staying at Skukuza, this is the area that we'll be covering for our game viewing. We'll also be visiting Lower Sabie, which isn't on our camping itinerary this trip. This isn't the best way to start a day of game viewing in the park, but luckily the rain's not set to last long today. Unfortunately, the birds and animals look a bit scruffy with the soaking they've had, but they probably appreciate the downpour. The kukul features in many African myths. It's known locally as the rain bird, as it appears to have the power to summon rain. It's believed that if there's a drought, the kukul can communicate with the gods of weather, and when it sings its beautiful song, the heavens miraculously open up and rain pours down. We're just going to head across the Sabie River because it looks like something's been spotted up ahead. There seem to be quite a few cars gathered there. If there is a sighting, we might be lucky if there aren't too many safari vehicles. Often they notify each other of a sighting, especially of the big five, and then converge on the spot, blocking other vehicles from getting too close. A lion sighting is always an exciting experience. It doesn't matter how many of these cats you see, they always have a way of adding a special touch to your day. This is quite a small group, as some of the prides in this area can be very large. Game viewing in the quieter areas up north is sometimes more satisfying because you can get to watch the animals and birds with less chance of being disturbed by too many other vehicles. It's interesting to see deep into a crocodile's mouth like this. It looks like this guy could do with a bit of dental work. If you're enjoying this video, please like and subscribe down below. Thank you. It's a real treat to see this black stork. These birds are classified as near threatened and are not commonly seen around the country. They're solitary birds, mostly seen near rivers, alone or in pairs. Their diet consists mostly of aquatic prey like fish or frogs.
Oh, isn't he gorgeous? This is the tree that they use to make makoros in Botswana. This is the wood that they use, or they used to in the old days. Now they're making plastic ones, but this was the original one. So lovely to see a beautiful male kudu under this tree.
It looks like this little one knows that we're watching him and he's really playing to the gallery. Isn't he such a little cutie? Elephants often come up from a swim in the river and then enjoy a good sand bath. They do this not only to dry off, but also to protect their skin from insects and the sun, as the sand acts as a natural sunscreen and insect repellent. We have to take a little detour around this section of the road that was washed away during a recent flood. The Nkulu picnic site is a good stopover en route to Lower Sabie. These picnic sites in the park are well positioned between the big camps. The nice thing about driving the H41 route is that it runs parallel with the Sabie River, and that means that you get to see the birds and animals in the river itself, and also animals coming up from the river to the road area. We're going to stop off at Sunset Dam, which is located just outside the Lower Sabie camp. It's one of the most popular spots in the park for both wildlife viewing and photography, especially during the early morning and late afternoon. The dam itself is a man-made water reservoir, and its strategic location near the Sabie River makes it a magnet for a wide variety of animals and birds. When you have to return to the camp before the gates close in the evening, this dam makes getting back in time super easy, being just meters away from the entrance to Lower Sabie.
So we're coming in for a pit stop at Lower Sabie. Last time we camped here, they had a very bad thunderstorm and the whole garage burnt down. And this is a new garage that they have built.
The reception area, shop and restaurant are situated close together, and diners can look over the Sabie River while eating. This little water fountain outside the reception area always has birds enjoying a drink or a bath. We're heading further south to visit the Ntandanyati hide. It's a bit out of the way, but always worth a visit. As you can see here, the African jacana has extremely long toes and claws. These long toes distribute the bird's weight over a larger surface area, allowing it to walk on floating vegetation such as lily pads without sinking.
These sleeves are useful if you have your arm in the sun the whole time and it's getting sunburnt. What are these sleeves, Rob? Where did you get them? What are they for?
It's called a cooler sleeve, I think, but it's specifically designed for blocking sunlight.
And it keeps cool as well, doesn't it?
And it keeps cool.
This little waterhole doesn't have a name, but it's always good for spotting animals and little birds in the mud. We always make a point of coming here to see what we can find. This line sighting is a bit of a bonus. There are dozens of vehicles on the right-hand side of the road, all peering up at a leopard, and we can't get a look in at all. So someone has just pointed these guys out to us on our side of the road, directly opposite the leopard. Has your cat or dog ever just gone into silly mode and run around the house or yard like a lunatic? Well, these impalas and baboons are doing exactly that. It's lovely to see them rushing around like they're being chased, just enjoying the joys of life. This is a good indication of the sizes of elephants at different ages. The matriarch looks absolutely enormous compared to the others.
Cheers. We're going to have supper at the Cattle Baron tonight at Skukuza. Lovely setting on the river.
We spent a lot of time at Lake Panic, which has an excellent hide for bird watching and photography. It's always worth visiting if you're in the Skukuza camp. We did a separate video on this that's worth watching. I'll put a link to it at the end of this video. Join us on the next leg of our Kruger adventure as we visit our favorite camp, Satara. Thanks for watching.